Did you know that it's okay for you as an entrepreneur to break up with a company that you've worked with for a really long time if they're no longer serving what you're doing in your business? I just broke up yesterday with a company that I have worked with for a decade inside of my business. My checkout cart service that I've loved for a really long time and started out so great with has kind of let me down. And it's been a systematic change in how they've done things from the time that I started working with them a decade ago to what they are now. Back in the day, they were elite. They were the best possible thing that could have happened for businesses, period. They were so great. But after a while, they started charging more money for less features. And if you wanted access to the features that you originally had, you had to pay significantly more. Their UI has become very convoluted, very hard to use. Their marketing is not great. The resources that they give people are not great. And it's just systematically gone downhill for me. So while I really wanted the things that I was paying a lot of money every month to use, I finally had to say enough is enough. I've been loyal to you for a long time. You have not been loyal to your customer base. It's time for me to go elsewhere. And the thing is, when I did that, I hard canceled it. It just so happened it was billing day and I got it before the billing came in. So I didn't even have time to transition. I had gone in to do something and it was so convoluted on the inside of this program to be able to do something for one of my clients that when I saw it was billing day, I said, enough, we're done. And I canceled it on the spot. And now I'm moving over to a different checkout cart program. And this one has not the same features. Some of the features I can figure out, like I can do myself because I'm kind of a techie person, so I can do the inner workings of some of those things. But they do not have the one thing that I stayed with that one company for, which is unfortunate, but they do have integrations that my old company did not have. They're going to allow me to do a lot of things that I couldn't do with the other version of that company that I was working with. So I am now in a position of not having a checkout cart for a couple of days while I'm transferring everything over. So I'm putting all of my courses and my products and my services and the things that I do over on my new checkout cart, which, by the way, we'll do a tutorial on if you guys want to see where I've moved over to, but you can probably guess they're pretty popular. We can talk about what I'm doing and how I'm doing. We can go through my journey if you would like, but I had to take that step and say, even though I've been a loyal customer and paid thousands upon thousands of dollars over the last decade to use this service, it is no longer worth my investment. So I have saved a ton of money every single month. And I don't get the one thing that I really wanted leveraged and used a lot, but I'm okay with that because it was just such a poor quality relationship with the previous company that it wasn't worth that one feature and functionality. And I can figure out how to get around it and how to do other things. I can be creative in how I do this. And now I'm paying a lot less and have integrations that I didn't have before, which will allow it to connect to my YouTube channel and to some other things that I am doing. I can test new things out. I can actually be a part of some trials on things now. So this is a good move for me. But it took a full decade for me to come to the conclusion that I was going to walk away. Just because you and I might be really loyal to the companies we work with, if they are not serving us, if they're not benefiting us, and if they've gone downhill, we owe them nothing to stay with them. And one or two features will not make or break the success of our business. We can find ways around that. So if you have a company that just has gone downhill and is not serving you properly anymore, it is time to break up with them. Maybe if you have a little more flexibility in how you're doing things than I did, you can take a couple days to transition that over and make it a little bit easier on yourself. But if not, it's worth it. It's worth it just to break up and get away from them and get to the thing that's going to serve you better right now in this moment. And that doesn't mean you should constantly be business hopping. You shouldn't be using a new thing every month or every couple of months. But when the time comes, get away from the things that did not grow with you properly and get to the ones that will allow you to grow better. And that is just going to be something that comes up in your everyday business life. It's going to be decisions that you have to make and then cope with the outcome of those decisions. I have to spend this week transitioning everything over to my new shop. It's going to take a lot of time and effort I hadn't planned on, but it's going to be better for me in the long run. Drop your questions on this down below and follow along for more entrepreneurial journey information, helping you to leverage what you're doing inside of your business to save time, effort, and stress so that you can live a life while also living your best entrepreneur life. We'll see you in tomorrow's episode.